Hello there, Stevos. Welcome to my very special Let's Talk video, because in this episode I'm going to be talking about a recent TikTok purchase that I got from TikTok, and it is this game console. Now, I'm going to be honest, for a split second you are going to be just looking at a cardboard box pretty much, but I will show you the actual game console itself in a few moments. Obviously this is you know what, right, I'm going to be honest with you now, it actually hasn't got a company name, which is a shame, because I would have loved to have shouted out the company that obviously makes these gaming consoles, but I'm going to be honest though, it is still a fantastic gaming console. So let's just have a look at the box. Obviously this is the box here, so obviously you got the gaming console here. This is actually the handheld that you get. Now obviously on the box it is purple, but the one that I've gone for or opted for was a black game console. And then on the side here you've got what it basically has. So it's a gamepad, 9 major arcade games basically. You get it's got a chip, a TF card as well. The eye protection on this is 640 by 480. Now I'm going to be honest, the brightness on this is really good. And then on the side here you have got basically the consoles that you can get, the various different colours. Now I'm going to be honest, I think one of these colours is grey and one of these is white, but obviously you've got black, purple, white, or grey and white as well. And obviously I've got this in 128 gigabytes as well. And then on the back here, look, it's just all the various different gaming consoles as well, and then it just goes through some of the some of the specifications as well. So you got PSP, DCSS, PS1, NDS, N64. Yeah, so you got all these things on here as well. The product name, it just says handheld game console on it, so there we go. And then on the other side you just got where all the different controls are and stuff like that, so there we go. Inside the box, by the way, I have unboxed this already, I have played it already as well, so I'll give my thoughts on it in a few moments when I show you it on the camera. In the box you did just get a charger, because it does come with a USB charger. You do get a screen protection, a screen wipe and a dry screen wipe as well, so you can wipe the screen in case you get dust on it and stuff like that, or fingerprints. So I'm going to move the box out of the way, and this is the gaming console itself. Here we go. So I'm just going to go through what it's got. So you've got obviously the D-pad, you got the start, the select. Now this button here in the middle is what I would have thought would have been a home button, but when I do press it, nothing really happens when this console is switched on. So that's something that I've worked out in the last few days. You've also got 2 analog sticks as well, which I do think is absolutely great. Absolutely fantastic. You've also got a B, Y, X and A button. Now I'm going to be honest with you here, it is a little bit confusing sometimes, because obviously there are some games where they require the X button, and obviously on some gaming consoles the X button was on the bottom, so sometimes when it says on a game please press the X button, you're pressing that button here, the X one, nothing actually happens. But when you press B, that's when something happens. And then obviously you've got the power button. You've also got I think that's a second TF SD card reader or something, so you can put more storage or put more games on it. And then obviously you've got the first TF1 game card in there as well, and you've got the volume up and your volume down buttons. So there we go. Now obviously on the bottom here you've got obviously speakers, you have got the headphone jack as well, which I think is fantastic, and you've also got a that's where the charging cable goes, and I think that might be where a HDMI cable could go. So I think you can even connect this up to your TV and you can play it on your TV as well. Obviously control it using the handheld. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power it up. Let me try turn that on again. There we go. So obviously you've got this blue light here, and then obviously you've got this big screen here. Now I'm going to be honest with you, the gaming console itself is that bright that it may affect my camera's kind of background a little bit. So there we go. So what it's doing at the moment is it's just currently starting up, which this is just a normal procedure, by the way. So it's just running the emulator, because obviously all of this stuff is on an emulator. Okay, so what we've got then, so we've got a GX Arcade, which has got 1,928 games available. You've got the Capcom Play System 1, which has got only 32 games available. The Capcom Play System 2, which has got 37 games available. Capcom Play System 3, which has only got 4 games. You got the Sega Naomi with 6 games available. The NEC PC Engine, which has got 359 games available. The Famicom Disk System, which has got 1,639 games available. The Super Famicom, which has got 113 games available. The Nintendo Entertainment System, otherwise known as NES, which has got 4,071 games available. The Super Nintendo System, also known as SNES, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, that's got 905 games available. Then you've got the Nintendo 64 with 187 games available. You got the Nintendo Game Boy Color with 2,099 games available. The Nintendo Game Boy Advance with 2,018 games available. The Nintendo DS with 139 games available. The Sega Mega Drive with 2,933 games available. The Sega Genesis with 890 games available. The Sega Dreamcast with 17 games available. The SNK Neo Geo with 175 games available. The Neo Geo Pocket with 46 games available. The Neo Geo Pocket Color with 81 games available. The Sony PlayStation 1 with 74 games available. The Sony PSP with 62 games available. The Easy RPG with 1 game available. Scum VM with 2 games available. And then obviously you've got the options as well, so you can change some of the settings if you really wanted to. And then in total, all the games that are loaded on this game console with, by the way, 128 gigabytes of memory is 17,820 games. So there we go. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is, why don't we, say for example, we wanted to play, I don't know, let's say the PlayStation. There we go. Now, you've got all these different games, they're all in like alphabetical order. Now for me, I love playing Crash Bandicoot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up Crash Bandicoot on here. Now, to be honest with you, I did actually last night have a little bit of a go at Crash Bandicoot on here, so I don't know if it has actually saved the game that I was playing, or I don't know. So we'll wait and see what happens. I kind of hope that it might have done. Start. Has it saved what I've done? I don't think it has. Okay, never mind. So what I'll do is we'll just press it. You have to press the B button here. Here we go. Can you believe this, though? That I'm actually playing Crash Bandicoot, the classic Crash Bandicoot that is, right, on this gaming console, because I can't believe it. Like, literally, look at this. So this is literally me playing Crash Bandicoot. Oh, I need that. Booga booga. I love that. See, this is literally my childhood right here in the palm of my hands. And I'm going to be honest with you now, right? The front buttons are very, very quiet, which I really do love. I do love that. Oh no, I fell over. I fell over, everyone. Whoops. Let's try that again, shall we? There we go. I need that. There we go. So I'll just do one level of Crash Bandicoot here. Or I'll just do one. Yeah, I'll just do this one and then we'll come out of it. Now, the only thing that I'm going to say is the downside to this is the fact that, yeah, there is pretty much no home button. So if you did want to, say, for example, play another game, then it is going to be the case that, yeah, you would have to just turn the console off, turn the handheld console off, and then reboot it again, which, yeah, admittedly could get a little bit annoying, really, but I mean, I think for me, though, that is so far my only complaint that I've got about this little games console. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I did get this on TikTok, through the TikTok shop, which I'm so glad that I did, because honestly, at first, I have been seeing it on TikTok for the last, I'm going to say last couple of weeks, and last couple of weeks, it's been a little bit, yeah, it's just been a little bit, well, do I get it? Do I not get it? Do I trust it? I just didn't really know, to be honest. So I'm kind of glad that I've actually kind of gone, you know what, I'm going to take a risk and say, yes, I will get this and see whether this is actually good. And it turns out that it actually is a good console. I'm not regretting getting this console at all, to be honest. So I am really happy that I have managed to get. Oh, I fell over again. I fell over again. Brilliant. So there we go. I think I missed that booga booga. Booga booga. Oh, and there we go. I'll tell you what, I did this level really well last night. Maybe I should have filmed my... I should have done the video last night when I was playing this, because I was doing really well at this game last night. But yeah, no, so yeah, that's the only downside. I don't really know whether you can save this or not. I'm going to have a look in a sec, because, you know, we'll see. But, I mean, remember, like, for PS1 consoles... let's see if I can, hang on, oh, there we go, that's better. So yeah, with like PS1 consoles, obviously you were able to save things via a memory card, weren't you, and stuff, remember those? So I'm just wondering whether, can you save? That's funny, that is. It's taking me back to exactly Insanity Beach. So I think that might be the other downside, is the fact that you can't always save these games, unfortunately. But nevertheless, though, in terms of going back and revisiting these levels, though, that you used to play as a child, especially me, I used to play this a lot growing up as a kid. You know, it used to be really, really great, and I'm kind of glad, because it actually gives me like the childhood nostalgia of playing these games. So yeah, even when I press and hold down this button here, this middle button, it doesn't really do anything, which again really sucks. So if I really wanted to play another game, it is just a case of having to turn it off, which again you have to press and hold that button down for quite some time, probably around about 10 seconds, and then obviously start it back up again. But also as well, I mean, I've not yet had the opportunity to, but I just want to show you these back buttons very quick. I mean, if you're playing this like at night time, that's how loud they can be. But I mean, in terms of like, you know, these buttons like the D-pad, the BYXA button, and even the analog sticks and the start and select buttons, they're very quiet, which I'm really, really glad about. I'm just going to do one more. Let's do one more, shall we? Let's say we'll do... Should we do Super Mario Bros? Let's do Super Mario Bros. Let's end it on another classic, shall we? Is that even Super Mario? Doesn't look like Super Mario to me. Okay, I'm gonna come out of that one because I don't know what that one is. That's definitely not Super Mario on the NES. Oh, I have to switch it off literally. Hang on. There we go. Let me try. That was definitely not Super Mario. I don't know what it did say on there, Super Mario. So, you know, but that was definitely not. That was another version of Super Mario. That was definitely not one that I remember playing as a child. But there we go. Let's try that one again, shall we? Let's go on to NES. That's Dr. Mario, Super Mario Bros. Hang on, what one's that one? Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3. But apparently that was meant to be Super Mario Bros. Oh, Super Mario Bros. IV. Okay. Now the other thing is with this is, there is a problem with this, is the fact that these are not in alphabetical order. These are just all numbered, which is quite annoying because I'm like, well, okay, I need to try and find Super Mario, so I might be here for quite some considerable amount of time. Apparently The Simpsons was on NES. Does anyone remember The Simpsons on NES? I definitely don't remember. I don't remember The Simpsons being on NES, but okay, that's an interesting take. They have actually got, and I was looking at this the other day, but they have actually got The Simpsons Road Rage on here, which I believe was on Game Boy Advance. They don't do The Simpsons Hit and Run, for those wondering. They do Spyro, they do Crash Bandicoot, they do Super Mario Bros. Obviously, they do Finding Nemo on Game Boy Advance, which I remember playing years and years and years ago. I remember getting that for my birthday one year. I remember going out for some dinner. I can't remember where it was. It was a fast food chain. And I just remember taking my Game Boy Advance with me. And yeah, honestly, I'm trying to find Super Mario Bros. But I cannot for the life of me find it. So I'm just going to try and see if I can find it. So that we can just play a quick game of Super Mario. If not, failing that, I might be able to get it, actually, on the Game Boy Advance. I will see if I can find it on Game Boy Advance. Give me a sec, everyone. I may have to go all the way down to N. I think it might be down... Oh, no. It was back there. It was back there. I mean, you can even play on Classic NES. Here we go. Classic NES. Here we go. Classic NES. Here we go. Play a bit of Super Mario before we go. But yeah, no, in all seriousness... Oh, hello. Is that it? No, press start. There we go. Are we playing it? Ah, okay. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get used to the controls. Here we go. The fact that I am playing Super Mario on a I mean, to be honest with you, it's no different to playing it really on a Game Boy, I guess, is it really? I used to play this game on, what was it? On a Game Boy, yeah, Game Boy Advance when I used to play this. So it's not really that much different really to playing it on a Game Boy Advance really, but I mean, to be honest, it's still the nostalgia though, which is great. So there we go. Get that. There we go. Oh, oh no. Come on. Where, I need. Oh, okay, looks like I'm not going to get that. There we go. Yeah, well done, Steve. You done it. Woo woo. So there we go. But yeah, so there we are. So this is Super Mario Bros. Which, I mean, to be honest with you, I know it's not on the NES, but nevertheless, though, this is a NES classic game that did actually get released on Game Boy Advance. I do remember playing this on Game Boy Advance years ago. You know what I'd love? What was it? Was it Golden Coins? I'm going to have a look in a sec. I'm going to have a look at one final thing before I wrap up this video. Let me just very quickly, I'm going to finish this level very quick. And then we'll have a look at a game that I'm thinking might be on Game Boy. On the Game Boy... Is it Game Boy Color? Or, yeah, it'd probably be Game Boy Color. Maybe. Oh, well, that didn't help, did it? Well done, Steve. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yay! Oh, hello. No, we don't want to get small. I may have to wait for a sec. No, don't go back. Why are you going back? Hey, come back here. Come back here. Oh, well, he died anyway. You know what I love about this? This is actually a hack that I used to do all the time. Hang on. We'll get enough. There we go. So basically, I'm basically doing this. So I'm all the way at the top. Oh. No! Oh, died. Never mind. Right, anyway, before I do go, let me just very, very quickly turn that off, turn it back on again. Because again, you know, like I say, it is annoying that you have to do that, but nevertheless, though, it is fine. I don't mind. Okay, let me just very quickly have a look. I'm going to have a look on Game Boy Color for a game that I used to play like years and years and years ago. I think it was on the Game Boy Color, actually, when I used to have one. So let me go Game Boy Color. Here we go. Now it's going to be... what is it going to be called? It'd probably be under... No. Hey, going a bit too far now. Bit too far. Hang on, don't go too far. Got Looney Tunes on here. Got Mario Tennis, Mario Golf. But my question is, though... Come on, please be on here. Monsters Inc. is on here. Hang on. Oh, is that Scare Islands? Oh, please. Actually, hold on. Hold on! There's something else I've got to find as well. Oh, I'm going to be so happy if this is on here. Pac-Man is on here, obviously. Pokemon's on here. You even got Power Rangers as well. I've seen that one. Was that Rainbow Island? Oh, my day is made up. Rainbow Island is on Game Boy Color. Rayman 2. Rayman is on here as well. I've been playing a bit of Rayman. Absolutely love Rayman, by the way. It's one of my childhood favourites. Come on. Shrek is on here as well. Oh, come on. Super Mario. Alright, Super Mario Deluxe is on here. Okay, they haven't got... I don't think they've got... No. Oh, what a shame. I was looking for the golden coins. Would it have been... No, it wouldn't have been on Game Boy Advance. It would have been on Game... I think it would have been on Game Boy Color. You know what? Actually, let me go on PS1 very quick. Because seeing that Monsters Inc. thing has just reminded me. They don't do Monster... okay, they don't do Monster Inc. But they do Rayman, though. They do Rayman on PS1. So, I guess that's better. And they do Spyro as well. But yeah, I was hoping that they maybe have done Monsters Inc. Scare Island, which is another game that I used to play years ago on the PS1, PS2 and PC as well. But sadly, they don't do it on this game console. But anyway, nevertheless, so I'm just going to turn this off now because I'm done with this now. Nevertheless, so yes, this gaming console isn't the best gaming console in the world. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not. I did get this really cheap because originally the price was around about 120 quid, but because I'm a new customer on TikTok, I got it for £41. I looked at the price actually the other day. The price has gone up by an extra £10, so it's around about 50 quid now on TikTok. But it's got some of my favourite childhood games on it, which I'm really glad about, and I'm really happy about, because it does mean that I can go back anytime I want and revisit some of the classic games that I used to play when I was a kid. And I must say that I do really appreciate the brightness on this as well. The brightness on this is absolutely fantastic, and I'm really glad that it's quite a bright screen as well, so I'm really glad about that as well. So yeah, so there we go. So that is a handheld gaming console. And also as well, can I just say, it's easy, it's very compact, so you can take it with you traveling. You can obviously, you know, take it out with you when you're like on the bus or on a train or something like that, you know. And it's very portable, it's very easy, like, you know, like literally I can hold it in the palm of my hand, and you know, it's not going to slip or fall out or anything like that. So, you know, buttons are very easy to get to. Even the back buttons here as well on the back, they're very easy to get to as well. And even if you needed to, say, switch out the batteries on this, I know that the battery is basically like stuck in there, but I mean, you can always take the battery out and replace it if need be, but I don't think that's going to be the case for me anyway. But yeah, all in all though, this is a fantastic little gaming console. I'm really glad that I did buy this on TikTok as my first purchase on TikTok as well. And it does kind of make me feel a little bit more ease as to maybe I might buy some more products on TikTok in the near future, and maybe do separate YouTube videos on those as well. So there we go. So yeah, so there we are. So that's my thoughts. But can I just say though, for what it's worth though, I've got nearly 18,000 games on this miniature game console. Some of the games I'll happily go back and revisit from time and time and time again. And for the price that I paid, I do think it is definitely worth the money for that. And I think there's many people out there that will probably, like me, want a game console that they can go back, revisit their childhood, and play their childhood games with the graphics that they grew up with. I mean, you know, whether it's in 8-bit, 16-bit, or, you know, maybe it's like the PS1 kind of graphics that you used to have, or, you know, and stuff like that. So there we go. So that is my thoughts on this miniature games console that I purchased recently on TikTok. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'd happily be able to answer any questions you have in regards to this game console. Even if it is a game, if you're curious to know is on the game console, I can happily have a look for you guys and let you know in the comment section down below. And as always, if you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button to become a Stevo. Your next YouTube video will be out tomorrow, Sunday the 12th of May 2024 at 4 PM UK time, when I'll be doing my movie wrap-up. But until then though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.